Who moved my cheese? In a strange land of twisting corridors and endless walls, 4 little characters lived 2 mice named Sniff and Scurry, and 2 little people named Hem and Haw. Every day they ran through the maze in search of cheese, the thing they loved most. To them, cheese meant happiness, success, and comfort, but each understood it differently. For the mice, it was food. For the little people, it was wealth, recognition, or peace of mind. One morning, they all discovered a huge pile of cheese at a place called Cheese Station C. It was the biggest they had ever seen. The mice, Sniff and Scurry, immediately made a habit of checking the cheese daily, noting its quantity and freshness. They stayed alert, knowing that change could come at any time. Hem and Haw, however, relaxed. They hung up their running shoes, grew comfortable, and built their lives around the cheese. They said, "This cheese is ours forever." They stopped exploring. They stopped thinking change was possible. Then, one morning, they arrived to find the cheese gone. The mice didn't hesitate. They had expected change. Sniff sniffed out the direction of the new cheese, and Scurry dashed into the maze without a backward glance. But Hem and Haw froze. "What? Who moved my cheese?" cried Hem. "This is unfair! I deserve my cheese!" Haw frowned. "Maybe the cheese will come back." Days passed and they stayed in denial. Hunger grew, but fear held them still. Eventually, Haw realized that waiting was useless. He said, "It's time to move on." But Hem shouted, "No, it's dangerous out there. The maze is too big." Haw tried to convince him, but Hem refused to change. So Haw laughed, tied his running shoes again, and stepped into the maze alone. At first, the corridors frightened him. The walls seemed to close in. But then he found small bits of new cheese, not much, but enough to give him hope. He thought, if I keep moving, I'll find more. Along the way, he stopped and wrote messages on the walls for him and for anyone else who might follow. He wrote, "If you do not change, you can become extinct. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Smell the cheese often so you know when it's getting old. Movement in a new direction helps you find new cheese." Each message was a lesson carved out of courage. As he moved, he began to laugh at his fear. He realized that his fear of change had kept him from freedom. And now, change had become his teacher. Finally, Haw found Cheese Station Inn, filled with new, even richer cheese. Sniff and Scurry were already there, happily nibbling. They had adapted early and prospered. Haw smiled. He had learned that success is not about clinging to what is gone, but adapting to what is coming. He wrote his final message on the wall: "Move with the cheese and enjoy it." Later, he wondered whether Hem would ever read the words and join him. He hoped so, but he knew he could not wait any longer. Life moved forward, and so must he. In time, Haw realized that the maze was not a place to fear, but a journey to embrace. The cheese was never the goal. Growth was. And that is the lesson. Change happens. Anticipate it, adapt to it, and enjoy it.